Welcome back everybody to Planescape Torment. Okay, well we want to get some answers out of this quote-unquote prostitute that is mute for all intensive purposes. We have to talk to another, I suppose, lady of the thought called Delora. Delora's cold, steely eyes flicker over you briefly as you approach her. Greetings. In what manner may I serve you? How might you serve me, Delora? I am curious. She blinks her eyes, then touches her hand to her heart, bowing her head slightly. I am able to debate any scholarly or academic matter quite proficiently, if that is your wish. I am also well versed in various games of strategy, should you wish to play something, though I have the materials for a few such games here. Debate, you say? Delora nods. That is correct. I am neither a tome nor a tutor. I have no desire to educate my patrons. Should you have a matter to discuss, however, the 15 factions and their efforts on Sigillian politics, the most effective battle stratagems of warring in Acheron, the meaning of existence itself, I would be most pleased to choose a counterpoint and engage you in debate. Choose a topic, see if we can best her. You make a serious effort, but it's to no avail. Delora easily and unhesitantly crushes each of your arguments with her infallible sense of logic. She seems to take no joy in a victory, however, and merely offers, if you would like, we can debate once more upon the same topic. I would argue your position this time, should you desire it. Wait, are you always so ruthless in a debate? Delora nods. Mistress Grace instructed me to show no mercy, for another of her students always allows a patron to win after a lengthy debate. It was Mistress Grace's desire that I provide a different sort of experience for the clientele. I understand. Well, I have some questions for you. Delora casts her eyes to the floor with a sound that might have been a sad sigh. I am willing to serve you as a patron, but I have no wish to answer other questions at this time. My apologies, but I fear you shall simply have to bear with that for the time being. What's wrong? Anything I can help you with?
Updated my journal.
She looks up from the floor and into your eyes. Once more you are struck by the pale smoothness of skin, the cold depths of her silvery eyes. No, I fear not. My troubles are a matter of the heart. In time, I think, all things shall be resolved. Are you certain there's nothing I can do? Certain? Delora pauses, as if thinking. No, I am not. My first love, Miriam, possesses still the keys to my heart. So as long as he has them, I shan't be free to love another. This is the cause of my melancholy. Then I'll find this Miriam and speak to him on your behalf.
Updated my journal.
Delora nods. The slightest hint of a smile appears on her lips. She bows her head. Were you to find and speak with Miriam, I would be most grateful. He is a member of the Society of Sensation, so you may wish to ask for him at the Civic Fest Hall. I'll return when I find him. Farewell. Right, well, these two buildings seem to be interconnected with each other on a personal level, so it seems. So I feel it is going to be a lot of backward and forward between this mob and this mob. So let's get going. So we got to find this Miriam. Probably butchering the name, but anyway. Sensei. That's Mertwim. That's Jomely. Sensei. Another Sensei. And Anna. Alright, so... Sensei. More Sensates.
All right.
I wonder... There is... Okay. There's a sensate here, sensate here. Quinsai. I don't think actually had the pleasure. This is a life-size granite statue of a gentleman standing with his arms at his sides, his eyes closed. It is of excellent craftsmanship, exquisitely detailed and incredibly lifelike. So much so, in fact, that you find yourself wondering if it's really a statue at all. Greetings? The statue makes no response. Chief, you've seen statues before, right? No, they don't talk or anything. Perhaps, Mort, I'll just touch him. You touch the statue and find that, while the clothes that adorn it are of grey cloth rather than rock, the skin is cool and as hard as granite. I'll strike the statue. As you make to strike the statue, its eyes flash open and catches your fist in an hard grip. Narrowing its cold grey eyes, it speaks with a voice like two boulders grinding together. Why would you strike, Quaisai? Forgive me, I only mean to see if you are truly a statue. He nods, slowly, frowning. You are forgiven. However, one feels you are lacking patience. Perhaps. I have some questions. The statue remains as silently as ever. Hello? My questions? There is still no response. Well, we'll wait for one. There is still no response. You get the sense that the Quaisai might be testing your patience. Keep on waiting. After a few minutes pass and Quaisai has still failed to respond. Wait quietly for a few more moments. The statue's eyes open. He gazes you with cold grey eyes. He speaks ponderously with a voice like two boulders grinding together. Your patience is noted. Quaisai would speak with you now. What do you know of Revel Puzzle? Let's shoot straight to the things that we want to know. No, nothing. I had other questions. Just when you think he hasn't heard you, he replies, ask. I have questions about this place. This is the Civic Festival. Need you know more? Find another to ask. I had other questions. I have questions about you. After a period of silence, he speaks. Ask. What is it that you were meditating upon when I first found you? Quaisai meditates upon the way of stone. The way of stone? Quaisai nods. A philosophy. A method of combat. With it, Quaisai seeks to achieve invulnerability. Invulnerability? You'd be unbeatable in combat. Yes. Now, the way is not yet perfect. Quaisai will make it so. One day. Quaisai knows this. Can you tell me what you've discovered so far? Quaisai nods. No one has asked Quaisai to share his knowledge of the way. Quaisai shall do this now. He begins to speak at length, slowly and carefully. We'll listen, try to understand the way of stone.
My journal.
After hours of listening and many, many questions, you still cannot understand Quaisai's way of stone. The concepts are simply too complex and alien for you to wholly grasp. Thanks anyway, Quaisai. Farewell. Well, that was interesting. We are still looking for some young chap called Miriam. Miriam? Sensei.
Those eyes rest on me one more time, Skull, and they'll be resting on the ground.
Ah, love Anna.
You know, you'd be a lot more charming if you didn't open your mouth.
Ooh, stings.
Oh,
Stings.
you'd want to talk.
Oh, love it. Sensei. Okay, definitely not anywhere in here. So let's move through to here. He may be. Okay, so warrior and training, no. Nope, doesn't look like it. Definitely not in here.
All right.
Jumble. Yes, we all know about jumble, don't we? 3 planes aligned. No, just more sensates. Thief in training. Havelock. If I ever wanted to change to a thief, he would be the person to go to. Nope. Nobody in here. Let's check over in this way. Mage in training. Mage in training. Mage in training. Or mages in training. Yep. Sensate. Death's Advocate. Now there is another passage off that way. Huh. So he is not here in this particular area. Let's go try in here. If not, we'll have to go to the sensoriums. Sensate. More sensates.
Done.
Room clerk. That's my room. Oh, I was not aware that I could open these rooms and unfulfilled desire. Okay. The woman before you is incredibly attractive. There's some intangible aura about her that makes you want to speak to her. As you step up to her, she glances at you coyly, then she gives you a knowing smile. Greetings. You want something, yes? She hisses the S, drawing it out slowly, sensually, from between her teeth. I can help. Name your desire, and I shall provide it. Mort says, I love the festal. The woman ignores Mort. Her eyes are locked with yours. She smiles, awaiting your response. I want you. She moistens her lips and smiles. You feel your chest lurch, as if someone has plunged their hand into you and was pulling at your insides. A simple request. I have one of you for you, traveller. I ask you to explain to me the way in which you want me. Let me hear your craving. Then I shall speak my price. Let's describe the way we want her. As you speak, her smile fades. Then she leans forwards attentively, her eyes ravaging your features as you speak. Her presence compels you to speak more than you would normally would. After a few moments, her eyes flutter close as she gives a sharp intake of breath. Suddenly, your craving for her begins to wane. Your desire drains for you completely, leaving only a sense of cold emptiness behind. She opens her eyes again, smiling. There was a certain satisfied look about her now. What is wrong, traveller? Do you no longer want me? No, I don't. What have you done? She seems perplexed. Whatever do you mean? Despite her innocent demeanour, you are certain something unnatural has occurred. She has somehow siphoned off your desire for her, stolen it away for some ghastly collection of wants, or perhaps to feed upon them, and now it's gone. Forever. Come now, is there something else you want then? Tell me of it. I better know best not. Farewell, unfulfilled desire. You nasty person. Is there anything in here I can probably steal? From... no. Well, I dare say there'll be more rooms to go. It's locked. And let me see. Journal screen, map screen. No. Social abilities. Use thieving skills. I think... okay, there's a few people in the way.
Thing's locked.
Right. Now we're going to unlock it.
Right. Got it.
Haha! We're in.
Done.
We're in, folks. Whoa, loot.
Locked. Done. Locked.
Oh, Anna, just as well we've invested in you for picking locks. No, I want you to open this container.
Right.
Oh, I've got to get micromanaging. Right. Special ability, thieving skills, escape. Okay, great. Is this one locked too?
Thing's locked.
Well, we can't have that, can we? Steal all the things.
Right. Got it.
Very good.
Might as well.
And there's nothing here. Right, so what's in the box? Ooh, chink. Chink, 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 chink. Very good, very nice. A lot more coppers. Yes. That was rather well done. I did not steal anything from this room. We are just leaving on our own accord.
Locked.
Oh, fiddlesticks, really? And, if you'd be so kind as to unlock that. Now, sensates.
Why not?
I'm not so confident actually going rummaging through this room. It's not going to do me any good. Right. Okay, so let's go. Let's be off. Oh, this other guy must be somewhere.
I'm gone.
Huh. I need to find a person. I need to speak to a person to speak to another person. If that makes any sense. He wasn't the guy I killed, was it?
I'm gone.
I wonder if Splinter may be able to help me. Yeah, how can you help me? Yeah, show me to the sensoriums, the public one. I've got a feeling that this guy might be here. Sensei? No, they're the guides.
I'm gone.
No. There's just Sensei, it's cruising around here.
All right.
Hang on, let's check my journal. Should ask for him at the Civic Festival. Maybe I need to actually ask somebody. Well, instead of trying to slowly pick this place apart. Would the guide be able to help me? Other questions? Nope. Maybe the... Splinter was definitely no help. Nope, nope. I don't think there's anywhere here. Hello, finding Private Miriam. Or whatever your name may be. I wish to seek you out.
All right.
Oh. Well, it would help if I actually read the names. Mertwin? Maybe that is his name? Clearly there's something very wrong with this man. The way he lurches about, bumping into things, staring off blankly into space. As you approach him, you at last see his plight. He's headless. The thing on his shoulders is merely a skillfully carved wooden prosthesis, a false head. Greetings? The headless body stops fumbling for a moment, then pauses. Its hand begins to reach out as if trying to feel exactly where you are. Let it touch me. For a moment, its finger brushes your forearm. It clutches your arm and follows up to the shoulder and then to your head. As you feel your face and head, its hands brush your neck as if it was checking for something. Finally, it grabs your hand and shakes it vigorously in greeting. You notice that its skin is as cold and slightly clammy. Can you understand me? The figure makes a series of hand motions, then waits for a response. It seems like it's asking a question. Wait, what? I don't understand. The headless body taps its foot for a moment, scratching at the chin of its prosthetic head. Suddenly it raises a finger as if struck by an idea. It points at you, then at the eyes of its wooden head, then at you again, indicating that its wooden head with both hands, and shrugs and points at you. No, I haven't seen your head anywhere. The headless body shrugs, slumps a bit, and turns to amble off. Is it Mertwin? No. No, it's Miriam. Definitely not him. It was an M name, that's for sure. But so if we find a head, we should reunite it with its body at some stage. So we're plumb out of luck here. Let's go back to the rooms. I've got a feeling that if I speak to the clerk there, might be able to help me. Perhaps. Yes, that'll be nice. We decide to rest. Our rest is...
Are you always this unfriendly?
Oh dear.
No, only to you.
Oh dear. Alright, well, we're all rested up, so that's great, but it doesn't really help us. Maybe he's outside. That's the only thing I can think of. Or he's in the private sensoriums.
Done.
Which we have yet to go and have a look. I've got a bad feeling I've actually killed this guy. I have some questions. There's someone I was looking for here. Who is it were you seeking, traveller? Merryman. Merryman is usually pacing back and forth around the lecture halls, travelling through the middle door on the eastern wall, and the door that beyond that as well. He'll likely be wandering in the hallway that you'll find yourself in. pacing back and forth around the lecture halls. Travel through the middle. Okay, yeah. That's all I wish to know. So he should be here. Pacing, apparently.
Done.
Oh, there he is. Oi, come
Gone.
back here. Merryman gives you a sour, withering look. Go away, he hisses. Wait, Delora wanted me to speak with you. Merryman's eyes you suspiciously. Is that so? About what? Eh? Well, she says you're her first love, and that's so long as you hold the keys to her heart, she'll never be free to love another. She told you that, eh? I'm surprised. Perhaps leaving her under Mistress Grace's tutelage did what I couldn't, start to develop her feelings. In any case, he pats a pocket on his tunic. I won't just give the keys to you. Wait, are those literally keys to her heart? He nods. They are. Delora's a construct. Didn't you know that? A creature of sorcery and clockwork mechanics she is. One of my finest creations. Merriman sighs, but cold. Without emotion or character, I brought her to the brothel and set her so she could not leave, in the hopes that the constant contact with so many others would begin to develop her personality. The keys are the tools I use to set her. She wants them to be because she feels that they're limiting her personal growth now, I suspect. Then why don't you just return them to her? Merriman scowls. Because I've become a cruel and bitter old man who sees he can get something out of you. Go on. What do you want? I want to forget. I've lived almost 150 years now. I've seen every century stone I've cared to in this grand hall. I've little time left to live, and I'm too weak to go out in search of wholly new experiences. I need to find a way to forget them all. That way I can start again in my final days. So do I just wallop you in the back of the head or what?
Updated my journal.
No, you bloodthirsty lummox. You'll need something, some item, some concoction that will allow me to forget, like a draught of the river Styx, something like that. I think I know where to go find that. Draught of the river Styx. Don't I already have that? No, I got a fiend's tongue. Well, looks like I'm gonna go shopping. No. Alright. It's a shopping we go. A draught of the river Styx. Well, as we're running on to the shop, I'd like to say thank you all for joining me for this episode of Planescape Torment. If you liked the episode and liked the series thus far, do go ahead and click that like button. And if you're interested in anything else I've done in the past, do head on to some of the playlists over to the right-hand side.
Bombard, also known as Wanker City.
Oh, I love Anna. She's just so cool. Alright folks, well I've been Raetac. I'll see you next time.